that people are up to. So I'm gonna go with D. Die in a very, very stupid way.
I think the question.
Okay, Ashley. What do you think? You're making a face.
I'm making a stink face, you know, because you didn't sound that confident. Even though you've watched all of these things, all of these videos during COVID, you still didn't know exactly what the Darwin Awards were. And so I called bullshit.
Okay, so he didn't come off confident to you.
No, he didn't.
Wow.
I'm onto him.
Ashley thinks she's onto you. Did she catch you trying to get away with something?
I think this guy will
Or
go
did
far.
you know what you were talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the Darwin Awards. They die in a very stupid way.
So it was not bullshit. $1,000 is yours.
You got me. Call me Darwin.
Well, the key is you got to be accurate, and that was not accurate, but Megan and Billy were accurate. They both believed you had the right answer. With the right answer, you got $1,000 right now.
Yes, excellent.
You can lock in at $1,000. The next question's worth $10,000. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go to $10,000.
No lock.
No luck.
No
Let's
lock,
keep going.
$10,000. All right, for $10,000 or nothing, the question is, home to more than 3,400 different avian species, what continent is nicknamed the bird continent? A, Europe, B, North America, C, South America, or D, Africa? He's thinking about the answer. He's locking in the answer. And now, he's about to tell you the answer.
I believe that South America, with its coasts, with its mountains, with the geography that it has been known as the bird continent. It has more species that they have found in South America than they have in any other continent. And also there's a lack of population in South America in some of those areas so the birds can flourish.
Okay. An answer kind of had a flourish. All right, you guys have all locked in your answers. Ashley, I'll start with you again. Last time you thought he was bullshitting. What did you think of his answer this time?
I agree, it did have a flourish. I said that you were correct.
Boom! $10,000 is yours.
Thank you, actually.
But were you right or were you bullshitting?
Yeah, I'm right.
Okay, so Ashley was accurate this time, and in fact, all three of the challengers believed you. Have you partook in any of what you sell before this game? Are you high right now?
Not today, no. I think that might be part of the problem.
Problem? There's no problem here. You're at $10,000.
I know what, I'm happy as I could be.
Yes. Well, wouldn't you be happier if you went all the way and got $1 million?
That's why I'm here.
Really? You going for the million?
I'm going for the million.
The lock is still available to you. You can lock in now at $10,000, or you can go to the next question.
Let's go to the next question.
Really?
Absolutely.
Wow. Wow. Vegas, baby.
You get all dressed up for nothing.
Right. Here we go. For $25,000, your question is, which of these lines from an iconic speech was improvised by the speaker and not part of the prepared remarks? A, 407 years ago. B, I have a dream. C, read my lips, no new taxes. Or D, tear down this wall. All right, he locks in his answer. And now it is time for you to tell your challengers your answer and why.
My answer? Well, President Bush at the time when he said, read my lips, no new taxes, he was used to going off of the cuff. And he had a lot of things he needed to talk about and a lot of things that he needed to remember. So that was definitely not one of his prepared remarks.
So C, you're saying the answer is C. I will start this time with Megan.
I didn't think his answer felt very confident. I thought he was winging it a little bit. I'm going to call bullshit on this.
All right. Anything else you want to tell us about your answer, Tom?
Well, read my lips is complete bullshit.
The actual answer is, I have a dream. Wow. Isn't that amazing? So, okay. This is the first time you've had to BS, and Megan immediately picked up on it. know if these two call BS, you're going home with nothing because you got no luck. But if you were able to convince either Ashley or Billy that an incorrect answer was indeed correct, you stay alive. However, if you didn't fool one of them, your shot at $1 million is done. What will it be? We'll find out on the next episode of Bullshit. All right, Tom, this is the first time you've had the BS. And Megan accurately called you out on it. You know, if these two also call BS, you're going home with nothing. Because you chose not to lock in at $10,000. Let's see what
I
Billy
peanut butter.
got of your answer.
When?
That
Last time, Kevin?
last answer, I found something very different. As soon as you locked in your answer, I noticed that you kind of moved to the back, almost like you were afraid of what your screen said.
That's right. That's right.
Trying to read.
Yeah, sure. So I immediately saw that, and I was like, whoa, that's very different. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. But I then heard your explanation, and I was like, yeah, George Bush's kind of an idiot. So I actually believe you.
Boom! There you go! Since Billy believed you, $25,000 is yours. If you want to hear what Ashley thought?
I do. Go ahead.
Honestly, I thought you looked exactly like a politician when you were delivering that spiel. But I believed you.
$25,000, and your bullshit convinced 2 out of 3 challengers. You can go for $50,000 now. You can lock in.
I will lock this one in, and that is just for my wife. If I don't, she'll kill me.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll go the whole way.
Good man.
Yes.
Good man.
If I don't do that for my wife, I'm dead man. I'm going to stay here.
All right. Here we go for $50,000. The question is, miraculously, not invented by a drunk dude, Cincinnati chili is a heaping scoop of chili served over which of the following? A, spaghetti, B, tortilla chips, C, garlic bread, or D, mashed potatoes.
We took Freljord. We took Valorant. Everywhere we went. And the eyes followed us.
I don't even know what that means,
Cincinnati chili.
said the guy from Vegas. All right, tell them the answer, and they'll decide whether you really know the answer or this is BS. Go ahead.
Well, you know, the Cincinnati chili, I mean, if you ever been to Cincinnati before, everything's a little bit different, a little bit interesting, a little bit original. And what they do with their Cincinnati chili is they pour it over their spaghetti. For some reason.
Okay. Well, they heard the answer.
It's good.
And you could just tell us this time. Are you bullshitting or is that?
It's 100% true. I've actually had it.
Okay, $50,000 is yours. I love your left.
50 grand already.
Isn't that amazing? Just look at that.
Wow.
All 3 challengers are happy, as they too were accurate and believed you had the correct answer. All right, so $50,000 is yours. You can go home right now. Or you can go for $75,000.
Howie, I would love to go for 75,000.
Okay, here we go for $75,000. The next question is, the only female British royal to have joined the armed forces, Queen Elizabeth II served in World War II as a what? A nurse, B, a radio operator, C, a mechanic, or D, a lab technician. All right, you've locked in your answer. He knows whether he's just got to share the truth or deliver some BS. Here is his answer.
Yeah, during World War II with Queen Elizabeth, she's always taking care of everybody in the family. And one of the things that she did with her was she helped out as a nurse during World War II because every hand was needed, especially during the bombing of London. Every single person was doing something, and she wanted to chip in to show her support to the people.
Billy. Yeah. Tom just told you what the Queen did during World War II. What were you thinking about his answer?
That was really long. Almost like we were telling this fable about World War II. Your voice also kind of got a little lower.
Well, don't be too surprised by that.
Did you ever do radio?
Oh yeah, I used to be.
Okay.
I didn't believe you. I call bullshit.
He called bullshit on you, Tom.
For my radio voice.
He heard a tone in your voice that went lower, and he detected bullshit in your tone. Interesting. It is interesting. Tell him. Was it true, or was it bullshit?
It's bullshit.
It's actually a mechanic.
You heard
Queen
the tone.
was a mechanic. Wow.
Yeah.
You were pretty good at making up a story, but not good enough to get by Billy. You only have to get by one challenger. But if they call you on your bullshit, you're locked in at $25,000. Your wife is going to be happy, and you have nothing. Oh,
As
hopefully
usual.
one of these young ladies believed your BS. $75,000 is on the line right now, Tom. Whew. Megan, do you believe him?
It was kind of a bit of a rambling tale. But unfortunately, I bought it.
Wow. Megan, thank you. BS got you to $75,000. How do you make $75,000? Little bullshit. Ashley also believed your BS. But only one of you gets to play $1 million next. All right, $75,000. You got 3 times what you wanted to give your wife, or you can keep going toward that $1 million. The next question is worth $100,000.
Howie, we're going to $100,000. Let's play the game.
The gambler.
Here we go. The question for $100,000 is, on March 10th, 1998, Netflix shipped out its first movie, a DVD of what film? A, The Empire Strikes Back, B, Casablanca, C, Mallrats, or D, Beetlejuice? You've answered the question, and you've been told whether you are right or wrong, and only you know that. So, I ask you to tell them the answer.
Yeah, well, Netflix sent out a classic film. Casablanca is one of the most classic films in the world that everybody knows, and that everybody wants to see that. So they're gonna save it and use it and watch it.
Okay. You've all locked in. Ashley? Answer.
You know, I think I need a step stool over here so I can look you in the eyes. Because I'm a little, you throw me off, I'll say.
Good.
You just said it's a movie that everybody knows. I mean, we could name any movie that everybody knows, you know? It just didn't sound too confident to me, so I called bullshit.
So you didn't sense confidence in that answer, and that's why you're calling bullshit.
Yeah.
Megan, what did you think?
I thought your demeanor changed from the other questions that you answered. I thought you were a little too serious on this one, maybe trying to keep a straight face, and I called bullshit.
Really? So the two ladies are calling bullshit on you. Before I go to Billy, I'm going to go to you.
Yes.
To inform the ladies so far of what they've been hearing. What did they just hear from you?
Casablanca, you heard bullshit.
Ladies, can pick that up.
Yes.
Okay, the actual answer is D, Beetlejuice. Okay? So Billy and you are at the same height, so this is
Right,
eye
Billy can
to
see my
eye.
eyes.
He is right there. Now, if Billy calls bullshit, you go home with $25,000 and a happy wife.
Yes.
Yeah. But if Billy believed you, $100,000. Billy, his future is in your hands.
$100,000 is a lot of money. I'm a huge movie buff myself. This question is tough. I could see it in your eyes. It was tough for me too. But I believed your logic, and I believed you.
Boom! $100,000.
Billy! Come on, man.
Tough question. I sound logic.
Grab bullshit detector.
Billy,
Come on.
you're a hero. Woo. That's yours. You're in the six figure. You can lock it in.
I am locked that in.
Lock it in. $100,000.
Happy wife.
Happy wife.
So no matter what happens on this game, you can't leave with any less than $100,000.
Amazing.
Does that give you the confidence to go all the way to $1 million? We're about to find out. So far, I've asked you 6 questions. Half of them you've gotten wrong.
Doesn't seem fair.
There's cash, there's Bitcoin, and now there's bullshit. Worth a lot of money. Okay, for $250,000, here is your next question. Don't decrease the metabolic capacity of intestinal CYP3A4 is an overachiever's version of what common medical advice? A, take pills twice daily. B, don't swim on a full stomach. C, no grapefruit juice with meds. Or D, take antibiotics with food.
Maybe we should shoot first.
Okay, he's answered. Tom, tell them the answer.
So if you don't want to decrease the metabolic capacity in your intestines, you obviously want your antibiotics to go in there so you can absorb them better with food. So that's why you should eat while you take your antibiotics so you do not decrease the capacity of the medications.
All right, Megan, what do you think of that?
His answer didn't quite sit right with me. I didn't like that explanation with the, decreasing and the antibiotics. The question specifically talks about, the capacity of something in the intestine. So I said bullshit.
Really? Okay, Billy, what'd you think?
If you could picture a salesman being thrown into a room to sell a product without knowing what the product was, that's what it sounded like. So I called bullshit.
Oh my gosh. Wow. So far there's 2 out of 3 bullshits. What were you doing?
Well, I was bullshitting. I had no idea what CYP3A is.
The actual answer is no grapefruit juice with meds. So, if Ashley called bullshit on you, you're going home. Ashley, you look like you were struggling. You were the last one to lock in. You listened to every word. This has been the hardest. You seem to have struggled with locking in.
You know it is, because you have a really good game going on right now, and so you really confused me here, and I was really down to what you looked like when you were giving your answer. And, you looked a little uneasy. You looked like a salesman. But, I believed you.
Boom! $250,000!
I know! He got it! It's the toes! Come on!
Thank you, Ashley. She bought the BS, and you know what that BS cost? It cost us $250,000 in your pocket. Only 3 questions left to $1 million. All right. You have a safety net. $100,000.
Yes.
Right now, you can walk out of here with $250,000. But you're just 3 questions away from $1 million. And you realize your record now, you have bullshitted more than you've gotten answers correct. to bullshit and your skill, and as she says, is working for you. So you have to make a decision. Do I leave now and take $250,000? Or do I go for the chance of a lifetime? Do I keep heading toward that $1 million? What do you think? Next question is worth $500,000. Moving on?
I'm moving on. This is a chance of a lifetime.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Yeah, go for it.
Play the game.
Let's play the game, and for $500,000, this is the question. At Thailand's annual Songkran Festival, revelers celebrate the Buddhist New Year by having friendly fights with what? A, mud, B, water crystals, C, pillows, or D, eggs? He answers the question, and now Tom tells you, the challengers, the answer. Go ahead.
So Songkran in Thailand is very, very hot, and it's always hot during that time. And water pistols are filled with ice cold water. It's super soakers, buckets of water, everything. They throw it all over everybody to bring in the new year to wash away the old.
I'll start where we ended. Ashley.
Yeah, I gotta call bullshit, man. It was, you just started, but Thailand is hot.
It's hot?
Yeah, but it just seems like you were trying to detract from your original, you were trying to buy yourself time.
Okay.
So I called bullshit.
Okay. Megan, what do you think?
Thailand is hot. I'll give you that.
Hey.
However, I was having a hard time picturing, a Buddhist celebration with like super soakers and water pistols. So I said this was bullshit.
Two people have already called bullshit. So if you are lying and Billy thinks you're lying, then yeah, it's not so bad. You'll go home with $100,000. Why don't you tell Billy before he tells you what it was that you just served your challenger?
Oh, Billy, I served up a heaping tray of truth.
You got it. It is. That was all water. That's $500,000. That's why he started with "it's hot," so you cool off with the super soaker.
Fine.
I got it.
Billy, what did you think? Did you buy it or not?
I bought it.
So Billy was accurate. You have $500,000 right now. $500,000. You can walk out of here with $500,000, but look at that ladder. You locked in at $100,000. You are 2 steps away from the chance of a lifetime. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to go home now with the cash?
I'm nervous, I'm happy, and I'm gonna keep on going.
Oh my
Let's
God.
play the game.
Here we go. The question is, after 7 books and over 1 million words, the beloved Harry Potter series ends with what unassuming line? A, and so on. B, that's the end. C, and that was all. Or D, all was well. Feel the tension, excitement, room, big money on the line, $750,000. Tom, go ahead, tell them the answer.
Ooh, this is big. So, the Harry Potter series ended after all of that. All is well. 7 books. That was it. That's how it ended up.
Billy, you believed him on the last one, and you got him here to $750,000 question. What'd you think of this answer?
Yeah, I don't think you've ever read Harry Potter.
You don't say.
I call bullshit. All right. You're just looking.
Don't apologize. You're playing a game. That's the game. You may be right. Megan, what'd you think?
I felt like you didn't spin enough of an answer for us. It just seemed kind of like you were grasping at anything, trying to buy it a couple times. So I said bullshit.
Okay. You said he didn't do enough. But sometimes less is more.
True.
It can be.
It's true.
2 BSs on the challengers. Ashley is left. Before Ashley's answer, why don't you tell them what you got?
All is well, you guys. D.
Boom!
750,000!
That is a correct answer for $750,000.
He good or just lucky? I don't know. He knows Harry Potter. Oh my God.
And now you are sitting so pretty. You have $750,000. You can leave now. One question away from $1 million. No player in the history of bullshit has gotten this far. You are one question away from the chance of a lifetime. You are one question away from $1 million. You look like you're getting emotional.
I'm getting emotional. Thinking through this, I would love to have a house for my wife. That would mean so much. You know, to give her the life that she deserves. That's really what I'm thinking about. I want my wife to have a house. I want her to have a great life. And this is great. I'm scared. I'm emotional. It's there, but I do think that I need to take the $750,000.
$750,000, $750,000, the biggest winner on bullshit so far. $750,000, $750,000. Look at you, I see the tears welling up. This is a life-changing moment.
Thank you so much. It's so amazing playing with you. Thank you for what an amazing experience. This has changed my life. This has changed my wife's life. I couldn't be happier. And I am so happy that I'm just completely full of bullshit and I had a chance to show everybody.
Well, you did it. Thank you for sharing a little bit of your life with us right here on Bullshit.
Thank you, Alex.
Good night, buddy.
So much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Everything just changed in that moment. I came in here cool as a cucumber. I had no idea the emotions would hit me. When Howie looked at me and he said $750,000, that's when I realized it. Woo! Boy, I'm happy.
And now, the one that moves into the hot seat next is Megan. Come on up.
I have a master's in geology, so I'm a scientist at heart, and my strategy going in is to just be cool, calm, and collected.
Let's find out if you have what it takes to go all the way and walk out of here with $1 million.
I'm a mom of 2 young kids. Some people might underestimate me, but they're wrong. I once had my children believing that the ice cream truck only plays music when it's out of ice cream. I think I'm a pretty good bullshitter.
All right, before we play, let's meet our new challenger. Ishpal, you're new here. Tell me about yourself.
So I went to Notre Dame Law School. I graduated past the bar. I'm waiting to get sworn in, and I also do stand-up comedy. So big fan of yours.
Oh, wow. That's great. I hope to become a big fan of yours. Okay, and Billy and Ashley each get one more shot at the hot seat. Megan, tell me more about yourself.
I have a master's in geology from one of the top institutions in the country, and I'm a geologist in the energy industry. I'm an avid trivia player and a trivia host.
Okay, are you ready, Megan, to play some bullshit?
I'm ready. Let's play.
Here we go. First question for $1,000 is, nicknamed the Dog Star, Sirius is fittingly a part of what constellation? A, Canis Major, B, Hydra, C, Scorpius, or D, Leo Minor? answer is in. Tell them, Megan, what your answer is.
The answer is Canis Major. Sirius is known as the dog star, and Canis, again, the root of the word canine, refers to dog. The answer is Canis Major.
So that's what she said it is. Question to you three is this bullshit? Or does she know what she's talking about?
It's smaller than the diagram.
You guys have all locked in your answers. See, Ishmael, you're the newest here. What did you think of her answer?
At first, she looked really nervous.
Right?
Her heart beat in her chest, but then she thought it through, she chilled out. I like the reasoning. I agree with it. I think she's
Boom, $1,000 is yours. You convinced Ishmael you had the correct answer. And that's all it takes to keep playing. But I just want to ask you, was that the truth?
That was right.
Okay, you were right. As were all the challengers. All three believe you. All right, Megan, you got $1,000, and you have a little decision to make. I have something called a lock. You could lock in right now at $1,000, and that means that you can't leave with any less than where you locked in. Do you want to lock in now, or you want to keep playing?
I want to keep playing.
You want to keep playing. We're going for $10,000 right now. $10,000 or absolutely nothing. Here is the next question. A dirty-sounding phrase that isn't dirty at all. Balls to the wall refers to operating what machine at full capacity? A printing press. B, a merry-go-round. C, a jet plane. Or D, a combine harvester. All right. The answer is in. Go ahead.
The answer is jet plane. This refers, I don't even know what to call it, to
All right. The answer is in. Go ahead.
The answer is jet plane. This refers, I don't even know what to call it, to the device that we've all seen in TV and movies where you're moving, to move the plane up, move it down. Balls to the wall means all the way forward, full throttle, fast as you can in that plane.
Rules are made to be broken. Like buildings.
That's her answer, people.
Or people.
All right. Billy?
Yeah, I saw you take a look at the answers, and then I saw your body start moving faster, you're breathing faster, almost like you got into panic mode. And so, I don't know, I don't believe you. I call bullshit.
He called bullshit. He saw you panic. Why were you panicking?
I mean, I don't think I'm panicking. I might be a little nervous, but
Yeah.
I'm still confident in what I know.
So, is Billy right?
Billy, you're wrong.
That was the truth. You know what that means? You were correct. $10,000 is yours. As far as your other two challengers go, Ishpal also called BS, but Ashley was accurate once again. Okay, Megan, you have a decision to make. You could lock in right now. Do you want to lock in at $10,000? The next question is worth $25,000, or do you want to wait a little bit for your lock?
I want to wait for the lock.
Want to wait for the lock? We're going for $25,000. And the question is, while discussing her dad's favorite films, Stanley Kubrick's daughter revealed that he enjoyed which of these comedies from the 1990s? A, Clueless. B, White Men Can't Jump. C, The Cable Guy. Or D, Sister Act. You locked in your answer again. You know whether you got the answer right or wrong. Let's see if they could figure it out. Give them the answer.
As if. The answer is Clueless. I'm a millennial myself. This is one of my favorite movies. This is kind of like a little trivia fact about Clueless. So if you know it, you know it. It actually comes up pretty often in trivia games as well.
Okay, that's her answer. Ashley, I haven't talked to you yet.
No, you haven't.
No.
And, you know, I've been looking at your hands, and your hands kind of, it was slow to answer this time. You didn't seem as sure. Your answer sounded great, but
It was the hand. It was in the
it was
hand.
the hands. You gotta have your eye on the game over here.
Your eye is on the game. So you're calling.
Bullshit.
Okay, you call bullshit because of your hand movement. Megan, tell her why your hands were moving that slowly. Was this the right answer?
This was not the right answer.
So you were
This was bullshit.
Eagle Eye Ashley.
I like that name.
Ashley caught me.
The right answer is actually white men can't jump. Remember how this is played? You just need one person to be convinced by your bullshit. Now, as much as they're looking at you, when you're answering, you're looking at them. Do you think any of the two remaining challengers bought your bull?
I think maybe Billy.
You want to hear from them?
Yeah, let's hear from Billy.
She thinks she sold you the bullshit.
I bought it.
Thanks,
Yes! There you go, $25,000.
You have a reputation.
All right, we're 3 questions in, $25,000. I'm going to ask you one more time. You want to lock yet, or do you want to wait to lock?
I want to use that lock.
We're going to lock right now at $25,000, which means you can't go home with any less than $25,000. The next question is worth $50,000, and the $50,000 question is this. In a supermarket, the twist ties on commercial loaves of bread are usually different colors based on what? A, the bread's ingredients. B, where the bread was baked. C, the number of slices in the loaf. Or D, what day the bread was baked. All right, she answered. And now tell them.
The answer is what day the bread was baked. My family actually used to own a small grocery store in central Pennsylvania in the middle of nowhere. My grandparents ran it. My dad ran it for years. What day the bread was baked.
Billy, you bought her bullshit last time. Did you buy it this time?
No, I didn't buy it this time. Oh, bullshit.
Why didn't you buy it?
Well, I didn't buy it because it was very quick to give us a backstory. It was super vague about your family business that was handed generation to generation to explain that the bread ties color explains the date. I don't know.
Last time you bought the bullshit. This time, you can't get away with it, young lady, can you? Tell them.
Billy, you should trust me. I was right. And my family did own a grocery store.
Okay, now $50,000 is yours. Congratulations. You had the correct answer. Ishbal, once again, didn't believe you. Ashley did. So you could take $50,000 right now and go home. That would be a quick, fast, easy $50,000. Or you can keep going. The next question is worth $75,000.
I'm going to keep playing.
Okay, she's going to keep playing. $75,000. Here is your next question. Before skipping in college for the NBA, LeBron James played high school basketball on a team with what collegiate-sounding nickname? A, the Blue Devils. B, Crimson Tide. C, Fighting Irish. Or D, Nittany Lions. All right, her answer is locked in. She knows the result, and only her tell them the answer.
The answer is the Blue Devils. LeBron was from Ohio. I'm from Pennsylvania. It was a huge news story, obviously, when he was drafted into the NBA.
All right, you heard the answer. Was she telling the truth? Is it a lie? Lock it in. I will start with you, Ashley.
You know, I'm from Ohio. I've seen pictures of LeBron in his high school uniform, and it wasn't blue. So I call bullshit.
Whoa. So she thinks you're bullshitting. I'll just let you take it. I'll let you answer.
That was bullshit.
The correct answer was C, fighting Irish. So Megan, you bullshitted. You need one of them to believe you. Your fate is in the hands of Billy and Ishbal. If all three of them have called bullshit, you are gone and you leave with $25,000. Did they buy the bullshit? We'll find out the truth on the next Bullshit, the game show. Okay, Megan. Ashley has correctly called bullshit. And if Billy and Ishbal also call BS, the most you can walk out of here with is $25,000. But if Billy believed you, you will have $75,000. Billy, what did you think of her answer?
You told me to believe you. I decided I believed you this time.
Boom! $75,000. Okay, Megan. Now you're worth $75,000, which you can take and go right now. The next question, though, is $100,000. And if you go to the $100,000 question, I will tell you that I have one more lock left in the game, and I'll let you use that lock at $100,000. That'll be the last lock of the game. You want to go for it?
Let's go for it.
She's going for it. All right. $100,000. The question is, if they're not afraid of ghosts, tourists can visit the storied Cave of the Evil Spirit on their way to what nearby landmark? A, Niagara Falls, B, Old Faithful, C, Mount Rushmore, or D, Stonehenge? You know the true result? They don't. Tell them.
The answer is Niagara Falls. Like I told you guys, I'm a geologist. I've done field camps up in the Niagara Falls area, up in that part of New York, and this is something that you learn. Niagara Falls.
Billy, you believed Megan last time. What did you think of this answer?
Okay, you looked directly at me when you began your answer, as if I was your saving grace.
Maybe you will be.
So what did you call this time?
I'm calling bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, because it's geology, not geography.
Tell him. Tell him how good he's doing.
Billy, I have a master's in geology. The answer is Niagara Falls.
You was right, and you were wrong again.
Billy, come on, bud.
$100,000 is yours. You will probably want to take a lock, right?
I'm gonna take that lock.
Why wouldn't you? Okay. So the lock, she's locked in at $100,000. She can't leave with any less than $100,000. Tell me something right now. If you won the $1 million, what would it mean to you?
I have 2 kids, 5 and 7, and we love to travel. There's still a lot of the western U.S. that we haven't seen yet. There's a lot of great geology out there that I'd like to see.
I dig.
Yeah, it would be.
Do what I did.
See, geology rocks. See, it would be a very, very cool chance to travel and see some of the western
$1
U.S.
million would do that.
$1 million. would do it.
Okay, but you know where you're going for now? $250,000, and you can see a lot of the country for $250,000 too. Here we go. So, for $250,000, the question is, Jean-Francois Champollion reportedly shouted, "I've got it!" then promptly passed out after a major discovery relating to what? A, the Rosetta Stone, B, Titanic, C, Dead Sea Scrolls, or D, Pompeii? All right, she answered the question. This is for $250,000. Megan, tell them.
The answer is the Rosetta Stone. Jean-Francois Champollion was kind of part of that English and French kind of exploration period in the early 1900s. They were really exploring Egypt, you know, finding all of the different artifacts and things like that. And he is the one that found the Rosetta Stone.
Part of the plan.
Ashley.
You know, Megan, I think you're very familiar with stones. And that's why you chose that answer, because it'd be easy to make something up. So I call bullshit.
Oh, bullshit. Megan, were you right or were you bullshitting?
Ashley, you called wrong because I was right.
Boom! Get the correct answer, it moves you up to $250,000. Both Billy and Ishmael believe you, so they stay in the hunt for the hot seat. You, young lady, got $250,000, which you can take right now. But after the $250,000, you are only 3 questions away from $1 million, which is 4 times what you have right now. How many times have you been in a position where $1 million was just sitting there right in front of you for the taking?
I have never been in that position until now, and I'm here to take it.
Really?
Let's keep
All
going.
right. $500,000 is on the line right now. Because if you don't get this question right, and you bullshit, and they all catch you bullshitting, you go home with $100,000. So here we go. Here is the question. Though we all say it like it rhymes with Zeus, the correct pronunciation of Dr. Zeus's name actually rhymes with which of these words? A, bus, B, voice, C, face, or D, kiss? All right, she locked her answer in. Look at the focus on these guys. It's amazing. $500,000 is on the line. Go ahead, answer the question.
The answer is bus. I speak German, and the EU combo in Süß can also be pronounced like us. Sus.
Sus. Oh, bus rhymes with sus. Oh.
All right, you could have left with $250,000, but you decided to risk it for a chance to double it. I'll let Ashley start.
I love languages, and I wasn't sure whether or not to believe you that you can speak German. In my, experience, I've seen that the EUSS would mean ois, like voice. And so I called bullshit.
Okay, you called bullshit. Megan, do you speak German? And more importantly, were you giving them the correct answer?
Ich spreche Deutsch, aber das war scheiße. That was bullshit.
Wow.
Wow. The actual answer was B, voice. So Ashley correctly called your bullshit. But were you able to convince just one of the other challengers? Billy, what do you think?
Yeah, so I would have liked to have locked in my answer earlier, before you started speaking German. I had already locked in my answer. I believed you.
Boom! Oh my gosh. Okay, Billy believed you. You got $500,000. Ishpal, tell Megan what you locked in with.
So, although I've guessed hotel correctly the last 3 times, I definitely got it wrong this time. I
Oh, you
believed
believed her too. So if you had gone to Billy or Ishpal, you still were worthy of $500,000. Wow. You're at $500,000. We've asked 8 questions, 3 times. You lied. You didn't know the answer. Yet you have the possibility right now of going for $750,000, one step away from $1 million. You could take the $500,000 right now and go home, but you are 2 questions away from $1 million, a life-changing amount of money. Are you going to take your $500,000 right now and go, or are you at least going one more time?
I want to go another time.
She's going another time.
Yes.
You just turned down $500,000. The next question for $750,000 is, named for an Italian physicist, mathematicians use the term Fermi problems to refer to problems that are solved using what strategy? A, simple sketches or diagrams. B, common sense estimations. C, working backwards from an answer. Or D, making exaggerated assumptions. Answer the question, lock it in. All right, your answer's in, and it is locked. This is worth $750,000. You know how this works. You either need the correct answer or convince just one of the challengers that you have the correct answer. Tell us your answer.
The answer is working backwards from an answer. This is actually something that I do all the time in my day-to-day job. I drill wells a mile deep and 3 miles long. This is a technique that we use when we're planning our wells.
All right. $750,000 is on the line. You heard her answer. Do you buy it? Ishpal.
I don't know. I was a little unsure on this one. The well explanation made no sense. It felt like she was just throwing in something that she does to try to make it seem like a real answer. I don't understand what wells really had to do with anything. So I called bullshit. Seems like she was grasping for straws.
She was grasping for straws. Ashley, what did you think?
You know, they say we don't use math in real life, but I was like, hey, maybe you actually do in your job. But the problem is, I also agree with you, Ishpal. I thought that she just kind of threw that example in to kind of make it seem relatable to her own self. So I called bullshit.
Wow. You have 2 bullshits. Before I reveal what Billy thought of your answer, I want you to reveal what your answer was. $750,000. Were you telling the truth, or was it a lie?
I do use a lot of math in my everyday job, but my answer was bullshit.
So it was common sense estimations, the real answer. You realize what's on the line? You still look calm and cool.
That's okay.
The difference between this, if Billy believed you, you have $750,000, which ties the highest winner ever on the game show Bullshit. But if Billy sniffed out the bullshit and didn't believe you, you would have to leave with $650,000 less than this question is worth. $100,000. There's a lot on the line right here.
I came to win the million, and you only get the million by going through 750.
$750,000. Billy, is she going home or is she staying? Answer.
For me, problems is when you take the estimation, I think, of a number, the nearest 10th percentile or something. Problem with that is I'm not good at math. I believe you.
Whoa! $750,000! It's $750,000! Oh my God! Let that sink in. Tell me what you're feeling.
I honestly can't believe it. You know, of the different answers I've given where I was right, I wouldn't place that as my best bullshit, so...
It is your best bullshit so far
It was
because
good
it's the
enough
only
for
bullshit that has gotten you $750,000. That would classify as a really good piece of bull. That's amazing. $750,000 is yours. If you leave now with $750,000, you will be tied for the highest amount given away to date. There is one question left. One question. You will be the biggest winner in the history of bullshit. Not just the game, just bullshit around the world. One question. One more step. You said you want to take it all the way. You are on the precipice of all the way. You walk into this building with nothing. That's a chance to leave here right now with $750,000.
You know, when I'm at home watching game shows, which I love to do because I'm a nerd, I'm always the one screaming at my TV, go for it, go for it. And I would be a hypocrite if I didn't go for it.
You're going for it?
I'm going for the million, Howie.
$1 million. This is the first time on Bullshit we have a player playing for $1 million. Wow. I'm nervous. Every one of you, focus on this last question and watch her. It's all about the question, the answer, and $1 million. Here we go. Question is, currently accepting reservations on Airbnb, which of the following is an actual accommodation that you can sleep inside on a weekend getaway? A 10,000-gallon hat in Austin. B, the belly of a whale in Maine. C, a giant potato in Idaho. Or D, a pair of fuzzy dice in Las Vegas. All right. She is locked in. She knows whether her answer is right or wrong. If it's right, $1 million is automatically yours.
If she gets this wrong, how much is she will pay?
If it's wrong, she has to convince one of you that she knows the answer. Answer the question.
Executed.
The answer is a 10,000-gallon hat in Austin. I said I had a master's in geology, and that master's is actually from the University of Texas at Austin. I lived there for 3 years while I was in school, then lived there for another year afterwards working. When you live in Austin, the catchphrase is keep Austin weird. You may have heard it, and this is absolutely the kind of weird thing that Austin's known for.
There's still staring
If
at
I
you.
was one of them, I just call bullshit.
This is
anyway.
like the biggest game of poker I've ever been involved in. Remember, this is your last chance at accuracy, and the most accurate one of you is going to end up in that spot. That could be you next, playing for this $1 million. So if you think she's telling the truth, lock in that you believe her. If you think she's trying to get away with an incorrect answer, lock in BS.
With an accuracy में go for it.
The challengers have all locked in. Might as well rip the Band-Aid off really quickly. $1 million. Megan,
She's not acting like
did
she
you
said
get
the right answer.
the correct answer?
Sometimes outnumbered, never outgunned.
There's no
I
need to
did
bullshit
live in
now.
Austin for 4 years. But that was bullshit.
Correct answer is a giant potato in Idaho.
Who knew?
So the key is, we are sitting on the precipice of $1 million. If all three of them have called bullshit, the most you can walk out of here with is $100,000. $900,000 less than the $1 million. Your fate, your future, is in the hands of each of us. Billy, Ashley, $1 million. You could have walked with $750,000. You seem emotional.
This is probably the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. And I'm so glad I went for it, even if I didn't get the $1 million, I'm glad I went for it.
How will you feel if they called bullshit?
I'm still happy to walk with $100,000. That's a lot of money. And I'm glad I went for it. It's a bummer to watch a game show and you want that person to just go for it. And you know that they're nervous, but you're just rooting for them. And so I hope people are rooting for me. Take that chance. It's easy to say when you're on your couch, go for it, go for it.
Everybody loves somebody who takes a chance.
Right.
No risk, no reward.
That's right. I couldn't win $1 million if I didn't go for it.
Well, I will say, we asked you 10 questions. Half of them you got wrong.
That's right. These were tough trivia questions.
And we're talking about $1 million. All you need is one of them. If you see that thumbs up, that means you walk away with $1 million.
Wild.
Wild. For the $1 million, I'm gonna start with Ishmael.
I was really torn on this one, to be honest. You did that same thing with the well answer where you gave something that was too convenient from your life, and I just didn't buy it. But at the same time, I could have sworn that I had heard that the 10,000-gallon hat was a thing you could stay in. So I believed you.
$1 million. That's all it takes. One person to believe your bullshit. $1 million. The very first time on Bullshit the Game Show. You are the biggest winner ever. You are a millionaire. And you played this game so solidly. It's so amazing to watch you. You were so stoic, and I know you were emotional. I know this meant everything to you. I know this changes your life. Talk to me. You're a millionaire.
This is crazy. I love trivia and I love game shows, and like this is like the Super Bowl of trivia for me, and never thought I'd be in this position, and I had waffled on whether or not to go for it, and I woke up this morning and said, if you get the chance, you gotta go for it.
$1 million.
Thank you.
I am so thrilled for you. I am so happy for you. Wait till your kids see this. The only problem you're going to have in life now is explaining to your kids why they shouldn't lie. Because lying just made you an absolute winner and millionaire right here on Bullshit the Game Show.
Oh my God, this is so crazy, you guys. I'm emotional because I love trivia and I'm nerdy and I love game shows, and I never thought that I get to put all those things that I love together and win $1 million. I have 2 kids, so college funds are ready to go. It's just such a stressful week. Like, this is life-changing money. And I just wanted to go for it. When I'm at home, I root for people, and I wanted people to root for me.
Our last contestant just won $1 million. That's right, $1 million. She was a geologist, and she rocked the game. See what I did there? Anyway, the next person going for $1 million is Ashley.
Oh my God. Honestly, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I can't even lie about that. I just watched Megan win $1 million, so hoping for the best. I do improv for fun, and so you have to get up there and kind of just react to whatever's happening around you. So my strategy is to look them in the eyes and, be their friend and be a warm personality to them.
Dude.
I'm gonna try my best at the trivia, but I have no problem bullshitting if I have to.
Welcome here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell me more about yourself.
My name is Ashley. I am originally from Mansfield, Ohio.
Right.
And I'm a morning show radio producer.
I would imagine in radio, lying and bullshit is a big part of, you put on a show.
Yeah, especially as a producer, you have to do a lot of fact checking, and when you're on the air, you can't stop. So it's whatever you say, go.
So maybe that's what got you up here, because
Maybe.
you were the most accurate. You were able to detect it.
Yeah.
But can you dish it? That's going to be the thing to see. You want to meet the challengers
Yeah,
now?
let's do
Okay.
it.
Hira, tell me about yourself.
I'm originally from Florida. I'm one of 7, raised by a single mother.
Wow.
And I've bartended for the last 11, 12 years of my life in New York, Florida, and Los Angeles.
Wow. So welcome here. Bullshit. Warren, tell me about yourself.
Hey, I'm Warren. I'm 33. I'm from North Carolina, live in Raleigh, and I'm a fraud investigator for a living.
A fraud investigator for a living? Good luck.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Okay. And Ishmael, you get one more chance at getting into the hot seat next. All right, you ready to play?
Readier than ever.
Here we go. You are 10 questions away from $1 million.
Let's do it.
Ashley, the first question is... All right, you ready to play?
Readier than ever.
Here we go. You are 10 questions away from $1 million.
Let's do it.
Ashley, the first question is, to keep mosquitoes from harshing the Magic Kingdom's buzz, Walt Disney World is routinely spritzed with a light extract of what? A, boiled egg, B, balsamic vinegar, C, garlic, or D, jalapeno. She's locked in her choice. Tell them the answer.
Okay, so the answer is balsamic vinegar. I actually worked at Disney World for about 3.5 years. I have a tattoo of Disney, of Mickey Mouse's little head. And I know that at night they spray with balsamic vinegar.
Okay, so that's her answer. You guys heard it, you watched her. Is she lying, or is that the truth? And you're all locked in. Did you know the answer?
I did work at Disney World, but I was bullshitting.
Bullshitting. The actual answer is garlic. They spritz garlic all over the place?
I guess so.
Okay. One question, and you got the first question wrong.
I know. And I was so happy to see Walt Disney World too. I was like, oh, I got this.
You only need one of them to believe you.
Yes,
The
let's
tough
see.
thing is one is a lawyer, one is a fraud detector, and one is a bartender. They talk to people all the time. They hear bullshit all the time.
Yeah, they do.
They know what they're doing. If you believed her, on the count of 3, raised her hand. Hopefully we could see one hand.
Let's hope.
1, 2, 3. Boom!
Thank you guys.
You got $1,000. You could lock in at $1,000 if you want to right now to guarantee that you don't go home with any less than $1,000. Or you could keep playing on and make that safety net for yourself worth a bigger amount of money.
You know, rent in New York City is way higher than $1,000. Let's just keep going for it.
Going for $10,000 or nothing. Here we go, $10,000. For $10,000, Ashley, here is your next question. When she didn't win an Oscar in 1986, who had her biscuit from the Academy Award luncheon bronzed as a memento? A, Julia Roberts, B, Oprah Winfrey, C, Dolly Parton, or D, Shirley MacLaine? She has locked in her answer. Tell them.
The answer is B, Oprah Winfrey. I actually did an entire book report or a personal report on Oprah Winfrey when I was young. And I know that she bronzed her biscuit, which sounds really dirty, but it was a big moment for her as a black woman in news to be in such a high place. So she thought she needed something to take home.
Okay, there's your answer. Kira, what did you think and why?
I'm sorry, Ashley. I just don't believe it. When you stuttered on like the book report, person report, I don't really see Oprah bronzing her biscuit. That's an insane sentence I've never heard, and I would never associate it with Oprah Winfrey. So I just think that was like, you're just off. I'm sorry, I'm calling bullshit. I just don't.
Kira, will you still make me a drink after this, though?
Always.
Okay,
Always, girl.
thank you.
Always.
Ishpol,
Yes.
what did you think?
I thought that you're really lucky you're not in front of a jury. You were so nervous. Seems like she was grasping for straws. So I called bullshit.
Ashley, 2 people have already called you out on your bullshit. This is for $10,000 or nothing. Was that bullshit or was it the truth?
No, I was correct.
Boom! $10,000 is yours. Warren, she was correct, so it doesn't matter whether you believed it or not, but
I feel like a man on the island. I actually believe it.
that's why you are the fraud detective that you are.
It's not always fraud.
Wow.
$10,000 is yours. You've had 2 questions. One of them you've gotten correct.
Yeah.
You haven't used your lock yet.
Great.
If you go for $25,000, you can lock in. What do you want to do?
I want to keep going.
Gonna keep
Yeah,
going.
let's
No
keep
lock.
going.
$25,000. No lock. Here we go. Your question, Ashley, is what term refers to the string of printed characters commonly used in place of a naughty word? A, morpheme, B, apodosis, C, cataphora, or D, Grolix? In place of a naughty word. She put in her answer, and the answer is, go ahead.
The answer is D, Grolix. I was in journalism class when I was in high school and early college. I was a journalism major at that time too, and the word is Grolix. I just know that. That's something that you learn there.
So what do you think, challengers?
You're full of staring me down.
You're a little hard to read. You're good at controlling your face. So I'm a little... Warren's got one up on me, so I'm a little...
A little competition going on here.
I mean, I want to get in the hot seat, man. I didn't come here for nothing.
All right, lock in your decision. Did she give you the correct answer? Or was she trying to get away with BS?
Ishbal,
Yep.
tell me what you thought of her answer.
This one, I wasn't sure. I just feel like you being a journalism major is very convenient, but at the same time, you are a radio broadcaster. So now I'm second guessing what I thought, but I thought you were full of shit.
So Ishbal thinks you were bullshitting. Did she sniff it out, or were you telling the truth?
I was right. I was
All right.
correct. I knew.
All right.
So you got it. You got the money. $25,000. Warren and Kira, you were both accurate. The most accurate one of you is going to take that seat where you stand. All right. Ashley, you got a big decision to make right now. $25,000.